Hundreds of millions of fame. That is how much I need to earn in order to take my rightful spot as #1 in the Gathering Fame leaderboard. However, right now I only have 19.1. So I've got quite a long ways to go, and don't ask me why I've undertaken this crazy challenge. But going out into the open world black zone, I'm armed with a full set of gathering tools, an escape set, as well as my double-bladed quarterstaff. And I did pick up about 100,000 worth of 5.3 logs on the way out to this smuggler's den. So let's go ahead and run out, and we'll take this on. Now, at time of recording, today is Monday. I know this video is releasing a little later than Monday, but happy update day, everybody. Hope you are all enjoying the new features, the 1v1 arenas, the armory, and I hope everybody got their mobile issues fixed. I know I am enjoying the map. It looks very beautiful. Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, I was going to take a shot and gather out here in Elder Sleep, but 16 to 30 people, that's not going to happen. So I'm going to say my prayers and move through this zone, hopefully unproblemed. All right, well, I made it through, thankfully unproblemed. Must be world boss time because all those exits were scouted. But now we're out here in this zone, and we're going to be rocking everything for the fame. So this is a Q6 up to T6 zone. So I'm going to just be grabbing everything. Everything T6 and above. Would probably be smart if I popped my pie. And while we're going through the zone today, while we're going through the session, gonna kind of cover the new things that we see, the new changes, the updates, and all the fun little stuff that we notice while we're gathering. I know I say a lot, forgive me. First one though, look at this. It gives you the per piece while it's stacked. So it gives you the whole stack value and the per piece value. I think that is really, really cool. Like the fool I am, I forgot my chocolate egg, but hey, luck be on my side. So pop that. Hopefully we find another one. Now, not only is this a Q6, but it does have a 15% enchant rate, so hopefully we're able to take advantage of some high-tier enchanted materials, boosting our fame. Like I mentioned in a previous video, I am going to go for these 6 flat stones, because while they suck in value, they have the same amount of fame as everything else, so might as well. Those bats are the NPC equivalent of T5 bears. If you know, you know. Probably help me if I turn the right abilities on. One downside of the double-bladed staff, I gotta switch them up every now and then. Just an easy little 1v4 on these, no big deal. And just like that, we've already filled up one prospector journal. I brought 3, but that's definitely going to be not enough. Now, there are 6 to 15 people out here somewhere. This isn't a very engaging zone, I'll say. So I'm really hoping it's closer to the 6 side than the 15 side. Now that I've taken this entire little gathering hotspot, let's take a second to check out one of the newest features of this update, the armory. So in order to access the armory, first you're going to come up here to your player menu, right-click, and it will be right there above the loadouts button, and it'll tell you shortcut is X, at least it is for me. Open that up, and then look at that. You can sort by the different activities, the different group sizes. Obviously, we are gatherers. So it'll show you these two, the mist, which you can do gathering, tracking, which technically is gathering, but we're going to do gathering, which is gathering. And it'll show you all the builds that are being used. These builds are being pulled directly from, I guess, the data within the game. So the top one is probably number of people, like, most used, and then it goes to, like, least used. So, like, I don't know which one of you guys is using the Bow of Baden to gather, but hey, if it works, it works. It's up here too, so, you know, good for you guys. But hopefully we can get our gathering build on there as well. But it's also great for literally every other type of content. You betcha bottom dollar, I'm going to be using it on my PvP journey, especially with these 1v1 arenas. So if you want to see me do 1v1 arenas, like, non-stop, be sure to tune into the live. I will be live... Well, I've already been live this week at the point that you're watching this video, but join the Discord. I'll have the link down below in the description. The Discord has my schedule, so you can always catch the lives live or watch the VODs. Today is a yapping day, ladies and gentlemen. Little tip when you are out and about gathering, always go for the enchanted nodes first. Sometimes I slip up, I don't necessarily follow this rule, but when you think about it, it makes the most sense because you don't exactly know when the enchantment cycle is going to roll over. So you get the enchanted nodes first because you don't want to lose out on the enchantment that you've got. And then you can go back, even if there was a 6.1 and then maybe a tier 7, go for the 6.1 so you don't lose out on that enchantment. This is something. Not even halfway through our first pie, I'm already at 20% carry weight. Carry weight, if it gets too bad, I'm just going to scrap the 6-1 stone. Now you'll notice down here at the hotbar, when it comes to your consumables, it does also show the quantity that you have equipped. So, like, I have 1 invis potion, and I have 4 more pork pies. So I think that was something that was with the old controller interface, and I think it's now universal, which I think is pretty cool. Finally, that Avalonian axe sold. Easy 1.2 mil. Now, I know with the Xbox launch, a lot of new people may be watching this video, and you're probably going to ask, well, Fancanth, aren't Avalonian tools better than regular tools? Why did you sell that Avalonian axe and not use it? The answer is simple. As you can see, I sold that axe for 1.2 million silver. Imagine that times 10, or times 5, sorry. Do not bring Avalonian tools into full loot zones. Unless you're, like, a filthy billionaire. do not bring Avalonian tools into full loot zones. You are just asking to get robbed and lose like 5 to 10 million in one fell swoop. They're great for safe zones because you don't lose them. Do not bring them into full loot zones. Another gatherer. He poses no threat to me. And that is a second journal filled. So I'm going to go ahead and cut across the map over to that ore treasure in the southwest, because that's 6.1 ore. And since we are on the fame grind, that is equivalent to tier 7 fame. A nice little treasure of tier 7. Who killed this and left it? Well, you know, their loss, my gain. Huh. And somebody got that treasure already. Okay, wow. Let's move away from there. And with that, that's the final journal. These top two here might be more trouble than they're worth with their proximity to those Morgana mages. I don't need that level of trouble with the bats and everything. Alright, well, that just enchanted, which means the enchantment cycle occurs at the 39-minute mark. At least for today, so keep that in mind, you know. Good way to tell when enchantments will cycle. You know, when you see that change, that means they're starting. It probably doesn't all occur at once. But, for instance, let's say I was going to run multiple hour-long sessions. I would know, okay, at around 39 minutes into the hour, start checking the flat ones, the flat nodes, for any enchants. Oh yeah, I forgot I don't have this at 100 yet. First staff, definitely have to watch out for that guy. Probably a ganker. Since we saw him running north, I am going to run opposite direction. 2 roads exits, one of which is relatively centrally located, is not a bad positioning for escape-wise. Look at how good the water looks now, guys. They really did good with this visual update. Bit of a jump scare. .2 ore is thriving today. Oh yeah, and they added the take all button too. Also looks like they expanded the slots so it's less scrolling. Oh, great. Death Givers with Invis Pots. Definitely a ganker. I'm going to push back over to that 6-1 stone. I just wanted to move away for a sec in case that guy did try to invis up on me. Probably be good to switch my abilities too. Now, if you have stuck around this long, I do very much want to thank you and let you know, subscribe to the channel. If you are new to Albion or new to Gathering, and you want to be the best gatherer you can be, that's what my content is all about, giving you tips, tricks, and methods of success for most profit, most survivability, and the most fun that you can have while gathering. So be sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And if you want personalized help, individualized coaching, as well as being able to actually have me go gathering with you in-game and just participate in content as well, consider joining the channel membership. It's one size fits all, so you get everything that there is to possibly get out of it from the one tier. And again, thank you all very, very much. Big ol' Easter chest just spawned. Unlocks in about 2 minutes, so hopefully the 6 to 15 people in here can go fight each other silly over there. Now, I wouldn't go out of my way to fight a titanium elemental, or a little golem over here, but looks like this one's already dead, so... Oh, never mind. I was just blind by that tree. Now, did they give some sort of nerf to quarterstaffs in this update? I really have to read the patch notes on this specific weapon, but let me know in the comments down below if they did end up giving it some sort of nerf, buff, or overall change. And that is 1 pie and 1 egg down. We are already up to about 2.36 estimated market value. Take away the tools, I'd say that puts us squarely at about 1.4 million in the first 30 minutes of the session. Now, fame, I haven't kept as well mental track on that, so we'll have to see at the end of this video. It also looks like they made the day-night cycle a little bit more prominent. I never actually noticed that it got dark. I mean, I knew they had a day-night cycle, but never really could tell before. And this is actually kind of spooky. Oh, there it is. I was trying to find where the decay is. So 12 hours until the pies decay. So collecting them is probably useless at this point. I feel like at almost the exact same time I dismounted, I heard somebody else lose their mount, so I'm gonna just move away from that. Better safe than sorry. Usually this area is a big camp, but today we get the rare opportunity of it being a death trap. I kid, but real talk though, it is a pretty popular tactic for gankers to go to the gathering spots first. So if you are going to gather in a hot spot like this, be extra on your guard. See, a lot of people will tell you that stone only gets valuable at tier 7, but take a look at this. Per piece for 6.2 is 13.62, whereas per piece for 6.1 is 6.99. So 6.1 to 6.2 does almost double in value. Now, yeah, it's not as good as 6.2 ore. Okay, I'll give you that. That's a fair argument. 86.06 versus 13.62, but come on, I mean 13.62 a piece, and almost nobody actually gathers stone. That's easy monies. It's a no-brainer. Gather it. I won't even be mad if I start finding less 6.2 stone out and about. Gonna avoid them real quick because Cambata is chronically a problem. Oh, so I should probably explain, just kind of popped into my head while I was gathering that. Why did I choose to come all the way out here to a quality 6 zone? So, again, a lot of new people coming into this game, so I will break it down. In the black zone, each zone has a quality, and the closer you are to the inner ring of the black zone, so basically any zone that touches this, this is actually the Roads of Avalon, so any zone that touches this inner ring of the Roads of Avalon versus the outer ring, which will have lower quality zones, so higher, lower quality zones. The higher the quality of the zone, the better region modifiers you get. So you get reward modifiers, so mobs, they do more damage, have more health, but you also get 530% more combat fame in a Q6 zone, and 50% more gather fame. Not to mention 350 on loot, silver, and 260 on loot. So definitely a lot of bonuses, but that's also why these inner rings are super coveted, and typically you'll find large guilds patrolling them, as well as large gank groups looking for people trying to take advantage of the zone's bonuses. So if you choose to come out this way, stay safe, stay prepared, stay vigilant, and that's how you stay alive. Well, isn't that a treat? Enchanting right before my very eyes. Oh, and there was death right up there. With another enchantment cycle, I'm gonna check the hotspot, see if anything cool popped up here. Oh, wow, more death. That, oh, jeez. Big fighting happening over there. Okay. We're not going back to that corner. $10 minutes remaining, or 19% left, depending on what comes first. Let's see how much more we can get. Do they just never clear this? This is always here. I gotta be careful over here. We saw a lot of death in the northern corner, and then there were two people doing random stuff over here. That witchwork staff guy, and then somebody else was over here-ish. So I think for the remaining amount of time, I'll stick sort of close to these roads. I don't know where they lead. We'll figure it out when it's time to go back. Somebody's up ahead here. I heard... Well, I thought I heard the weapons. I think they added more ambient sounds. I honestly thought I would get more fiber than this. I brought 3 fiber journals. we're getting a little close to danger corner, so let's keep an eye out. All right, with 2.5 minutes left on the pie and 3% left in the carry weight, I'm just going to head to Danger Corner Road. Actually, that one was just taken. Oh my gosh. Charges are being taken all over the place. So, yep, Danger Corner Road. I guess it's the closest one. And I'm going to start looking for a way back. Well, ain't that nice? Oh, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and get this node, eat another pie, and jump into that road. Finding a way back may take me a while, so we're just going to go ahead and skip to the return. And I will see you guys when we get back to somewhere safe. JK, I'm going to grab these real quick. I also didn't even eat that other pie, so. Alright, now I will see you guys when I get back to somewhere safe. Alright, well, I finally made it back to the Fort Sterling portal. Funny enough, this is where I started from. But that was a long run. Those were horrible connections in the roads. It would have added on like another unnecessary 10 minutes worth of just running to this video. But now that I'm back, I'm going to go ahead and, let me see, find an empty chest. Good enough. Store away my tools and the books that I didn't use. And then, of course, the empty ones. So this run, silver-wise, brought us in 2.37 million in an hour. 2.37 million. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. We're all here for the fame, right? We're here to learn how much fame I made. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. At the start of this video, I did not track the starting value. So I'm going to let future Fancanth, editing the video, go ahead and let you know what that starting value was. You'll also see it at the beginning of this video. In the bottom left corner, covering chat. So you'll see it from the very beginning. But right now, recording this video, I forgot to get that starting value. So I'll let future Fancanth go ahead and vocalize it for you. And then, yeah, we'll do the math at the end here. All right, future Fancanth here. Not gonna lie, recording Fancanth, past guy, definitely a fool, because didn't even get a screen grab of the starting amount. I do remember it was like 1907 something, so just gonna round down to 19,070,000. Ending value, we are at 19,186,458. So that brings us to about a fame income of 116,000. So better than last runs, which was about 80,000. So we're definitely going in the right direction. If you guys have tips and tricks, you know, definitely let me know. Let me know. Editing Fancanth, future Fancanth, out. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like it and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. I will see you guys next time.